Welcome guys, today I have for you a Brown & Sharpe 1440 universal. This machine is wired for 480 volts. On top of that, this machine does have 3-inch risers all the way around, right over here, and along with the head itself. So that does give it about a 10.5-inch swing if you want to come on in and just take a quick look. So from the bottom gives you about 10.5 to center, giving you almost 20 inches of swing right there. Machine does have an ID spindle along with an OD spindle. The way that you undo this is simply by lifting it up and it will get locked right into place over here. I do have the belt on right now and it does take a little bit of work to get it back down. So currently it's going to stay down just like that. We'll demonstrate both of the wheels very shortly. So with that being said, we could go ahead and start the machine, start up our hydraulics. We do have our adjustable dogs right here. Go ahead, open them and close them however much you'd like. Right over here is going to be how we start our cycle and everything like that. Currently we are in the stop position. If I go to 12 o'clock, our machine should turn on. So I currently don't have air to this Trabon lube system right now, so that's why we are reading a fault. But I was able to just turn the little timer right there to go ahead and activate it back to what it was doing. This unit does work 100%. And it does count. So at some point you will see this light turn yellow at some point, indicating that it wants to lube. So we do have a variable speed for this right here, which is going to be for our headstock speed. You see we slow it all the way down. We can bring it all the way back up. Got a little speed on there. So that will turn on automatically with our selector switches over here. This indicates whether you want to control everything with our 2 levers, or if we go over to the middle or the far right end, we could do different manual feeds. This is going to be our in feed, and this would be for our table traverse, as you can see right there. So if I switch on over to one more position on the same wheel, you can see that our table does start oscillating, rather traversing. And you could go ahead and change that speed with this dial right here. It's easier to do it when the machine isn't running because of hydraulics. But that is that. We do have our feed left and right along with our 2 dwells over there, which we'll get into right now. Go ahead, bring our table all the way back to our dead stop, and from there we can activate our cross feed lever right here and tell our machine if we want to feed on both left and right, or just right, so on and so forth. So that's what these bottom 2 are. We do have a dwell right there, so you can see our table does dwell on each side for a little bit. And I do apologize, I did get the hand wheels, the knobs incorrect. This up top will be for our table speed. As you can see, turning it up and down increases and decreases the speed. Let's turn off the dwell for you, and then we'll decrease it for you. This knob right here is going to indicate how much we're in feeding right over there. So this machine's going to feed all the way down to its dead stop, and that's going to be basically it. From there, you'll have to manually turn off the table and retract everything to set yourself back up for another grinding. Currently, we do have the head itself is currently unlocked, so you can see you could move this pretty freely. 3/6, I believe it's 180 degrees, and this is going to be the locking bolt right up here for it. So lock that down whenever you're in the proper position. You're good to go. Table also swivels. a matter of just unlocking the 4 bolts on each side and then cranking it down with that right there. In just a moment, we're just going to let this feed all the way down to the dead stop. Afterwards, we'll go ahead and demonstrate both of our grinding heads. And just like that, we're at our dead stop. So the machine is still going to oscillate back and forth. The head will still be running as well, which we'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now. So turn everything off. I could go ahead and bring my wheel back to whatever position I want. I'll do that rather close. And from here, I can choose my internal or external grinding wheel. So right now, we'll start with our external. Once we switch over from stop external or internal, it will shut the whole machine off as a safety precaution, because as soon as I press the start button, one of the 2 wheels will turn on. So currently I have the external, and make sure the table's off. So from there, you can see we have our external grinding. I could go ahead, turn everything back on for you, and start an in feed. So that's with the grinding head on. And as I mentioned, once I flip the switch again, the whole machine will turn off. We'll go over to internal, and now this guy will turn on. Go ahead, stand right here. So that is our ID spindle now. This head also does swivel. It's a matter of this bolt and a bolt in the back. Once you loosen it up, you should be able to swivel. I currently have it locked down. And we do have a Gray Mills tank in the back over here, which turns on automatically when you start the cycle. Currently running. So that basically wraps it up for this machine over here. Again, this is going to be our Brown & Sharpe model 1440 universal, wired for 480 volts. Thank you very much.